Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today this video is actually prompted by Spirit. So I was, I like to plan out my videos for the week and like, oh, I can make a video about this, and it was like, I don't know, something was keeping me from making the last like video that I need to like complete my week. And I was like, well, I want to do this, and it was like, nope. I was like, but I want to do this. Nope. And then all of a sudden, today it like just hit me like a flood. It was like, okay, you are going to grab this deck, this deck, this deck, this deck, this deck, and you are going to put a reading out there for everybody, because there are a lot of people that need to hear this particular message. And I was like, okay, hey, I'll roll with it. So the message is in the self-love, self-care realm, and it was just like this overwhelming feeling from Spirit that it was just like, a lot of people out there, myself included, like really need this message right now. So this is like the message that like Spirit was like, hey, you ain't making any other video except for this one right now. And I'm like, okay, got it. Like, cool. So I don't know, sponsored by Spirit. So yeah, I'm just going with what Spirit is telling me to do. It's obviously, I feel it just coming from a deep place of love, and I'm just gonna stop talking and tell you the decks that I'm going to be using. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just use this deck and this deck. And it's like, no, you're going to use 10 decks total. And I was like, okay. So for you numerology people out there, so I'm going to be using the Sacred Self-Care Rituals Oracle. I'm going to be using the Shine from the Inside Oracle, and I was guided to these decks, okay? My Wally's World Oracle, that one I may have picked out because it's my Wally's World, and then the Self-Love Oracle. This one is the the Chakra Girls Spirit cards. They're in here. Boop. Then I have my Sugar and Spice Oracle. The Insta Oracle by Vix of New Age Hipster. Let Go affirmation cards. In this lovely little pouch is my Quality Time Self-Care Activity deck. And that's in there. And the final deck is the Vivid Soul Oracle. Okay, so I'm going to take all of those decks out of their boxes and pouches, and I'm going to be pulling a card from each of them, and I'm going to read it all together because that's what Spirit was saying, like read it together as one sentence, and it needed those 10 decks. So I'm gonna read you guys the story, the message that Spirit has to give you guys, and it feels like this is an urgent one. They are not letting me make any other video until I make this one. So let me get those decks out for you. Okay, so I have all 10 decks on the sofa here. I'm just going to go ahead and pull a card from each of them. So here we go. Okay, so all of the cards have been chosen from each of the decks. There's 10 cards total. This is going to be interesting reading that many cards. I mean, I've read a lot of cards before, but from so many different decks, this is going to be interesting. But hey, that's what Spirit wanted, and I have a feeling that like whatever was in each of those decks, that's why Spirit chose them. Is just there was a message maybe from each of them. Okay, so I'm just going to read off the cards first, and then I will try to put that together the best that I can. So the first one we have is Action. And I want you guys tuning in as well. Use your own intuition and try to, decipher, messages from yourself. Don't let me be the only translator. You guys are all translators as well. We have blog, speaking of translator. We have meditate to dispel all fears and become a beautiful, enchantingly magnetic person. That's a beautiful image on the back. We have pink door. I love that. We have new path. We have follow your dreams. Read. Let go of control and relax into flow. And we have a photo that was taken by Cosmic Creeper, and this is the Royal Botanical Gardens, or it's in the Royal Botanical Gardens. And we have release to Mama Earth. This is the root chakra. I have the courage and freedom to choose how I feel. I chose to be on this earth and to be love personified. I integrate my inner and outer worlds. I practice my free will. My body expresses a joy for life. And a beautiful back to that card as well. So in that deck, they have different colored backings. Okay. I just have them all laid out. I'm gonna put them all together now. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely whoever, and this could be multiple people that need to hear this. Remember that when Spirit or Source come through, they probably would want to communicate to more than just one person. So if you feel like part of this message connects with you, fantastic. If you feel like all of it connects with you, that's great too. But remember, there are a lot of people that watch these videos and that will watch them in the future, so not exactly like now, but you know, so that message would have to be something that might connect with somebody later, that are connecting with people now. So it's going to be a very big message. Okay, but I do feel that Spirit is really pushing some of you out there, and it could also be for me too, to like the thing that you've been working on. And it doesn't necessarily have to be career, but whatever it is that you have been trying to become, that you've been working on, you know, or maybe it is an actual thing that you've been working on, or a career path, or just the person that you want to be, something that you've wanted to do. Like now is the time. It's time to go. Like, universe is saying, we got your back. Okay. You know, you've done all the stuff. You've been doing a lot of reading, which please don't stop reading, and don't stop, you know, trying to gain as much knowledge as possible in the area that you are interested in, whether it's the area of self or the area of, you know, whatever subject. But continue to make yourself knowledgeable. But now is the time for action. Now is the time for you to move forward. And with the blog, now is the time for you to get your voice heard. So voice heard could be you're on a YouTube channel, or you actually have a blog, or you're somebody who likes to, you know, run a Facebook group or something like that. Like, now is the time to really voice that thing that you've been working on. Okay. And remember, that could span a lot of different subjects. But with this, meditate and dispel all fears, and become a beautiful, enchantingly magnetic person. This is where you really need to sit and center yourself, because as well-meaning as people are in our lives, sometimes they can be the block to our progress. You know, some people, because of their own fears, about failure or, you know, whatever it is, they might push that onto us and say, oh no, like I don't think that's a good idea right now. And really they are trying to have your best interest in mind. They want to see you do well, but sometimes people's advice comes from their own place of fear, you know, even though it's done with love, and they would absolutely want nothing bad to happen to you. So now's the time to, you know, yes, you've listened to them, you've kind of taken that into consideration, but now's the time to really listen to yourself. So this is the big follow your dreams, like do it now. No time like the present, people. And with that pink door, I see that is the heart chakra right now. You know, you need to, again, you know, that's the follow your dreams. It's go through the heart. And if you're doing it with heart, like you can't go wrong. You know, it's when people might want to do things for a variety of other reasons other than love for self and love for others. You know, if whatever you're doing does not have a love for self and a love for others, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Is what Spirit is trying to say. But for you, it kind of feels like a new path, even though this is something that you've really been working on. You've been doing a lot of studying for it. You've either been trying to do some sort of self-improvement and you're doing something with yourself, or you're working on a side project, or, you know, it's a community thing that you've been working on. Maybe it's, I don't know, something to do with the planet or animals or people. I don't know what your thing is. But by finally just going for it, like just go for it, like the Fool card, like just go for it. And that next step you take is not a step off the cliff. It's a step right onto solid ground. That's just what I'm getting. It's going to feel like a new path, and new paths always feel a little scary at first. But with this release to Mom Earth, that root chakra, plus we have this beautiful tree and the Royal Botanical Gardens out in the UK. Mom Earth's got you, man. Source has got you. Like they have your back. Not to say to do things maybe all kinds of crazy and willy-nilly. Of course, you know, make sure that you have a plan in place and, you know, things like that, but not planning to the point where all you're doing is planning and you're making yourself inactive, like you're not doing any sort of action except making a plan. You know, so don't be careless with this new path that you're going on. Definitely make sure that everything is focused, that you are doing everything with intention. And if you do that, then, you know, Source has got you. It just really felt like this message really needs to go out. Somebody needs to hear this, like right now. Many of you need to hear this right now. So that let go of control, relax, and go with the flow. It's like, okay, you know, how much studying are you going to do? Are you going to sit in the classroom all day? Or, I mean, are you going to actually try to apply the skills that you have been learning? And, you know, sometimes that's a metaphor for people who actually are in school and university. They become basically, what do they say, professional students. You know, they're not willing to take that leap outside of the school. So all they do is learn, but they are never applying their skills, you know. So it's not time for you to be a professional student right now. It is time to, yes, continue to be a student, but a student that is now applying their things. So I can maybe liken that to when I was doing my student teaching back in like 2004. Long time ago. You know, yes, I was the student, but I was now trying to apply my skills. So now is your time to be the student teacher. Okay, you are our voice. You know, we need your voice. We need you. We need whatever it is that you are doing. We need that right now. Like right now, like 5 minutes ago. So do the thing. It's time to start applying the skills. And if you're sitting there like, nah, that's not me, because like what I want to do is like, I don't know, kind of, I'm talking to you. No, on the fence. Like, go, do it now. Like I said, 5 minutes ago, like we go. So yeah, all I'm getting is just this crazy, just action. Woo! Okay, so that had to come through from Source, from Spirit. Wow. Okay. I'm actually like kind of dizzy right now. So that was a lot of energy that had to come through right now, talking to a lot of you right now. And maybe I'm talking to myself too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit and have a think about the message that came through that I just spoke to. So yeah. Let me know if pieces of that connect with you, how it connected with you. Put that in the comments. Like, let's have a discussion. Or if, you know, you're keeping this private, but you're like, I'm just going to go do the thing, then you go do the thing. Okay. You go do your thing. You go do it now. All right. So, that's it for me, spiritual homies. Just, I wasn't allowed to make any other video till I made this one. You know, I literally was being told no. No, like I'm like thinking of all these like fun videos, like, oh, I could do this would be cute with the kitties. Like, no. I'm like, oh, okay, this would be cool, like do a little vlog. Nope. Okay. All right. So anyway, hey, if you guys dug Spirit's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, they usually have a lot of energy to them, just like this one. Then head over to kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have a lot of different things over there, as well as the Wally's World Oracle that you guys saw me use in this reading. You know, definitely check it out. I have my altar pendants and all of that good stuff. And if you want to send a little love my way, think about joining the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. There's a lot of goodies over there for you. And I'm going to go take a drink of water now, and I'm going to go relax because I am tingling with electricity. Okay, so I will catch you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.